My question is, do you believe it is realistic that the entire world go vegan? If so, could you touch on countries that live mostly on animal flesh due to not having the soil quality to produce mass amounts of plant foods to feed an entire population? Are these groups of people justified for eating animals if they do not have the proper resources to eat a plant-based diet? Do you think that veganism is a first world privilege? My husband and I have had this debate many times. When I discuss the environmental benefits of veganism with him, he always retorts with, it's impossible for the whole world to go vegan. And if it's justified for one ethnic group to eat animals, then it should be justified for all groups. These points are very thought-provoking and I would like to hear your opinion on them. Thank you.
Very interesting conversation.
Very interesting indeed. Multifaceted.
Yes.
The easiest thing is to tackle it one part at a time.
I kind of want to start at the bottom though. I'm sorry, it's the way my brain works. The crux of Michaela's husband's perspective is it's impossible for the whole world to go vegan. So therefore, I should be able to do whatever I want because somebody in Antarctica with nothing but fish to eat is not vegan.
Where to start?
Where to start? Can I just say no? Is that good enough? No, just no. Just because somebody on the other side of the world has to do something in more of a survival state, that doesn't justify you getting in your car, driving to the supermarket and picking up a steak instead of a bag of potatoes.
Yeah, it doesn't
make sense.
No, and it wouldn't fly in many other situations, would it?
No, it would not.
You know, it reminds me very much of lions, though.
Yeah.
You know, in terms of, well, lions, lions eat meat. So, and they're at the top of the food chain. Well, I'm at the top of the food chain, so I can eat meat too.
Something like that. Who knows?
What's the lions though?
Oh, I don't know. Well, lions do it, and they're king of the jungle. So yeah. I should do it because I'm king of the supermarket in my suburb or something. I don't know.
But we pick and choose, don't we? For example, there are traits that lions also have that we wouldn't want to do as humans. For example, they often kill some of their offspring, don't they?
Yeah, that's right.
Or the offspring of rivals?
No, their own offspring.
Their own offspring?
Yeah. They also don't wear clothing and they sleep outside.
Yeah, and they
so are we going to do that?
Clean themselves with their tongues in, those
places that we can't even reach as humans.
So
the point is,
just as lions, though, is not a moral justification for continuing to needlessly slit the throats of innocent baby animals, neither is, the whole world isn't going to go vegan though, so I shouldn't either.
Yes. It's an interesting question in a way because our thing, we've always asked ourselves, why did human beings end up in such strange places on the planet where they, don't have access to abundant plant foods? Why did we get to those points and not turn around and go back?
That's right, because we originated from around the equator.
Yeah.
I believe it was in Africa.
Yeah.
And we remained around the equator in other parts of the world.
Yeah.
And then we migrated both north and south from the equator. But we've always said, but once you stop seeing the juicy, ripe, sweet mangoes, why did you keep going? Turn around, go back.
Retreat. There's no mangoes here.
No.
I don't know why. I mean, obviously there are reasons and, we're not experts on this topic by a long stretch, but it does amaze us that human beings have continued to live in these desolate parts around the world that are very limited access to plant foods.
Yeah. So let's take it back.
In those cases, I was just going to say, it's a survival thing, isn't it?
That's right.
You got to eat something if you're going to live in somewhere where there aren't plant foods.
If you were alone on a deserted island with a pig, would you eat the pig or starve? If you were not alone, living on a planet with 7 billion people, had access to unlimited fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts, beans and other healthy foods, and knew animals suffer and die horrible deaths so you could eat them when you don't need to eat them to survive, would you continue to eat them? The difference between our questions is that your scenario will never happen and mine is the choice you face right now. Which do you believe is worth answering?
There you go, Michaela. You can pass that one on to hubby. It's as simple as that.
It is. The thing is, the number of people...